You see, Rich, as his name suggests, was very interested in money. How he attained and maintained that money didn't matter much. As such, he had no qualms about developing relationships and trading with embargoed nations. The man eventually got involved with anyone willing to do business with him. This included various mafias, Israel's intelligence agency Mossad, and even Iran. At one stage, Iran was his most important supplier of crude oil. All things considered, Rich couldn't have been too surprised when he caught wind of an indictment against him. He and his business partner were charged with 65 criminal counts. Determined not to spend the rest of his life behind bars, Rich insisted he wasn't guilty and then fled to Switzerland to avoid answering the charges. With dozens of charges still to answer for, Rich earned a spot on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list for a few years. It wasn't just the US he was evading capture in. Britain, Germany, Finland, and Jamaica were all keeping an eye out for him. If he wanted any shot at the freedom he'd once had, he needed to do something drastic. He needed a presidential pardon. On January 20th, 2001, just hours before Clinton was to step out of office, he suddenly announced out of nowhere that he was pardoning Mark Rich. Well, as it turns out, the decision might be due to Rich's allies in Israel, specifically Mossad. You see, several high-ranking agents worked together to coordinate Rich's pardon effort. Clinton later revealed to the New York Times and CNBC that Israeli officials and important figures in the Jewish community had also had a major influence on this decision. Despite the pardon and all done to attain it, Rich never returned to the US. Instead, he would continually spend the last of his days in the privacy of his own home in Switzerland, free of guilt.